In this video, I'm going to share with you a step-by-step pattern of making these cute pumpkin appliques which are easy to make and also works up quickly. They can be used as props for your crochet projects or for your Halloween decorations. So let's get started. Hey guys, welcome to DIY Crafts. For this project, I'm using a 100% cotton 4-ply yarn along with a 2.5 mm crochet hook. Now let us begin by making a magic ring. Take the starting tail end in the hand and make a loop with the working end as shown in the video. Now from the center, grab the working end, take out the loop. Now hold the loop on the hook, leave the circle, take the working end in your hand and then make chain 1 to secure the magic ring. Now pull the starting tail end to adjust the loop of the magic ring. Now let's start working half double crochet stitches in the center. Begin with yarn over, insert the hook into the center. Make sure you include the starting tail end while you insert the needle. Now grab the yarn and pull up a loop. Now you'll have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over and draw the yarn through all the loops on the hook. So that is a half double crochet. We have to make 8 half double crochets in the center, and to identify the first stitch of every row, it is advised to put a stitch marker on the top of the first stitch. So the chain 1 is a dummy stitch, like you can ignore that chain 1. So the first stitch is the half double stitch, so I have put a stitch marker on the top of the first stitch. Now continue to make half double crochet stitches in the center. This is the second half double crochet. Just like how we have done the previous one, we have to do the next one. This is the third half double stitch. Yarn over, insert and drop a loop. Yarn over and draw through all the loops on the hook. That's the fourth one. 5, 6, 7 and 8. Now after completing all the 8 half double crochet stitches, check for the count and now pull the starting tail end tightly to close the magic circle. Now remove the stitch marker on the top of the first stitch. Make a slip stitch into this stitch. So insert the needle onto the top of the stitch where you have just removed the stitch marker. Now yarn over and draw the yarn through all the loops on the hook. So that is a slip stitch. This completes the first row with 8 half double crochet stitches. Now let's start making the second row. Begin with chain 1 and ignore this chain 1 as a stitch. Now yarn over into the first stitch, make 1 half double stitch. If you want, you can put the stitch marker here. If you can identify the first stitch, then you can ignore putting on the stitch marker. So here I have marked the first stitch of the second row. Now into the same stitch I am making 1 more half double crochet. So that's 2 half double crochet stitches worked into the first same stitch. That is a half double crochet increase. So we have to make increases in each and every stitch throughout the row. That means we'll have 8 increases. That means a total of 16 stitches. So again, into the second stitch, that's the first half double crochet, and into the same stitch insert the needle again and make a second half double crochet. So these 2 half double crochets will make an increase in the second stitch. And then now I'm making the third half double crochet increase. That is, into the third stitch we have to make 2 half double stitches. So that one is the third increase, and repeat this throughout the row until you have 16 half double crochet stitches. That is 8 HDC increases. We should not work on the top of a slip stitch. We will ignore that slip stitch. So once you have got 16 half double stitches, remove the stitch marker and on the top of the first stitch make a slip stitch. Insert into the stitch, yarn over and draw the yarn through all the loops on the hook, and this completes your second row with 16 half double stitches. Now let's start making the third row. Begin with chain 1 and make first half double crochet stitch into the next stitch. Now into the same stitch we are going to make a double crochet. So yarn over, insert and pull up a loop, yarn over, draw the yarn through first 2 loops and then the second 2 loops. I'll show it in a slow motion in the next stitch. So that's 1 half double stitch and DC into the first stitch. Now in the next stitch we have to make a DC increase. So yarn over, insert the needle into the next stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop. Now you will have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over, draw the yarn through first 2 loops on the hook. Then you have 2 more loops. Yarn over again and pull the yarn through the last 2 loops. So that's a double crochet. Now we are going to repeat the same thing. Yarn over, insert the needle and pull up a loop. Yarn over, draw the yarn through first 2 loops, yarn over again and then the next 2 loops. So these 2 DCs into the same stitch, that's a DC increase. Now we are going to do a DC increase in the next stitch as well. So that's the first DC and then 1 more double stitch. So that's the second increase and we have to make a total of 5 DC increases. So this is the third DC increase. And then this one is the fourth DC increase. Increase means making 2 stitches in the same stitch. And here we are doing a double crochet. So which means these are double crochet increases. So that's the fifth DC increase. And now in the next stitch, we have to make 1 DC and 1 half double stitch. So insert, drop a loop and make a first DC. So that's a double crochet. And now into the same stitch we have to make 1 half double stitch. So yarn over, insert the needle into the same stitch, drop a loop, yarn over and draw the yarn through all the loops on the hook. So that's a half double stitch. Now in the next stitch make a slip stitch. So this will give you a nice texture shape to your pumpkin. And now we are going to do the same pattern all over again. Begin with a half double crochet in the next stitch and in the same stitch make a double crochet. Yarn over, insert and drop a loop, yarn over out of first 2 loops, yarn over and then the second 2 loops. So that's HDC and DC. Now in the next 5 stitches we have 5 double crochet increases. So that's the first DC increase and then the second DC increase, those are 2 increases completed. We have to make 3 more increases. This is the third set, the third DC increase, then the fourth DC increase, and finally the fifth DC increase. Now we will have 2 more stitches remaining. In the next stitch we have to make 1 DC. So that's the first double crochet stitch and in the same stitch we have to make 1 half double crochet. So yarn over, insert and drop a loop. Now yarn over and draw the yarn through all the loops on the hook. Now into the last stitch make a slip stitch. So insert the needle, yarn over and draw the yarn through all the loops on the hook. So here chain 1 and then we can trim the excess thread, like just leave 2 to 3 inches of tail end and trim it out. Fasten off and this gives the base of our coaster or applique. Now for the stem part, I'm going to use the last stitch where we have done the slip stitch and then the first stitch. So insert the needle into the last stitch, take the brown color yarn and pull the loop up. And depending on the length of the stem you wanted, you can make a foundation chain accordingly. Here I have made 5 chains. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now from the hook, leave the first chain and insert the needle into the second chain and then make a single crochet. So that's 1 single stitch and then the second single stitch, the third one and finally the fourth single crochet. After that, insert the needle on the top of the first half double crochet and make a slip stitch. Yarn over, chain 1 and then fasten off. Here again, just leave 2 to 3 inches of tail end and then trim the excess thread. Fasten off, and this completes the stitching part. Now turn your project onto the back side, and using the tapestry needle, we have to hide all these tail ends into the project to trim the excess thread. The starting thread is where the magic ring has started. Secure it with a knot and then weave in the tail ends. And remaining tail ends also, you have to just weave in all the tail ends and then trim the excess thread close to the project. And that's it. With this, you have made yourself a cute little pumpkin applique which can be used for your crochet projects or make them as a pumpkin garland for your Halloween decorations. I hope you all enjoyed watching this tutorial. Do give this pattern a try and let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. The written pattern is given in the description. Do check it out. Don't forget to share your work to me on Instagram. See you all in the next video. Thank you for watching. Please like the video, share it and subscribe to DIY Crafts.